It's me, Terry of the Yarn Joy Podcast. Welcome back to another video. Well, in today's video, it is Tuesday. I'm not calling this one a Tuesday Talks with Terry, but I do have some things to show you. So probably in the title, I'll call it like Happy Mail and More or something like that. But it is VEDA Day 29. So I hope everybody's doing great. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. I had my days all mixed up this morning. When I got up this morning, when I woke up, my husband was not there in bed, you know, because and I was like, well, where is he? What's he doing? You know, was he having trouble sleeping? You know, I couldn't figure out. My brain was foggy and I couldn't figure out because I was thinking it was Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. Today's Sunday. You know, and then I woke up. You know, got more awake, and then I remembered, oh, wait a minute, he's at work. Today is Tuesday. Because he was off he was off yesterday. He took the day off yesterday for us to go to the funeral, plus he had a doctor's appointment. And so it just kind of messed me up as far as, well, he was home, so it must have been. And then I thought, I don't know why I was thinking yesterday was Saturday, and then I don't know. I just got all the days mixed up, and I was thinking, what day is this? So, yeah. He usually goes to work early. He usually leaves here. Yeah, he gets up like at 5 something, I think. And so, yeah, he has to work early. Anyway. So, today is Tuesday, and it's VEDA Day 29. 2025. Okay, so yeah, I have some happy mail to show you for today. I also did my section for my next section for the Maya bag, and so I can draw the next color to add to it. I also had to go grocery shopping today. So this morning I went to go vote because it was early voting, but today was the last day. It's just for like the local things, you know, like the mayor and, you know, different councilmans and whatever local stuff. So anyway, today was the last day of early voting, so I went down to the library and I voted. And after I voted, then I went to the post office because I had a package to pick up. Did that. And then I went to Walmart and got groceries. And now I'm back. So I went to Walmart, got groceries. I brought everything in, put everything away, and so yeah, now I'm here. So let me show you the happy mail that I got. So I got an email from Rosa, which is one of my viewers. Hi, Rosa. Thank you so much for your sweet email and the package that you sent me. So she had emailed me when I was starting the Maya bag, and the way, you know, in the beginning I said I was going to use some dice, but then I was like, oh, but I can't roll a 1 if I'm going to use two dice, because I had 12 colors that I was going to be choosing from. That's Teddy. He opened my door. And so I was thinking, oh, I could use dice, and then I thought about it more, and I thought, oh no, I can't roll a 1, so I'll just do the little papers, you know. And so she sent me an email, and she said that she had ordered a set of 12-sided dice, and she was going to send me some of them. And I thought that was so sweet. And so that's what she did, and she sent me 3 of them. So I'm so excited. So let me show you. They're quite interesting. Let me see. I'll show you the blue one. So there's a blue one, an orange one, but they have like other colors. See, this has got a spot of brown on it. You know, what do you call? I don't know what you call that. Marbled. This has got blue and white. And then this one is like a tiger eye. It kind of reminds me of tiger eye on this side. See the design. Anyway, so they have numbers on them, 1 through 12. Isn't that cool? And then see the 6, I think, no, that's 9. There's a dot, because I was thinking, well, how they don't have a line under it, so what's the difference between the 6 and the 9? But there's a little dot that's at the bottom of the number, and so you can tell that that's at the bottom. So this is 9, and then the other one is 6, wherever that one is, over there. Yeah. Anyway, isn't it cool? So cool. And so she sent me 3 of them, and I had emailed her back, and I said, you know, I thanked her, and I said, that's so sweet for you to send me some dice, and so that I can, you know, 12-sided, so then I can use it when I have to pick out 12 colors for something, because I'm definitely going to be doing this again. This would be a great, fun thing to do a scrap gown or scrap blanket, anything scrappy. If you just pick out 12 colors, and then, you know, you randomly roll the dice and get your numbers, you know, what color to do next. Anyway, so since she sent me 3 of them, I thought she was going to send me 2. And so I emailed her back, and I said, do you mind if I give one to Seta? Because Seta has been doing the roll the dice, you know, when she was doing that rug. And so she was having fun doing that. And so I asked her, could I give her, you mind if I give her one, share one with her? And she said, no, that's fine. In fact, she told me she actually sent me 3, which she did. I picked them up today. And so I'm going to give Seta one, and can you guess which one I'm going to give Seta? Can you guess? You're probably right. The orange one, because Seta loves orange and purple. That's her, and gray. But yeah, orange is like her second best color. And so I don't have a purple one, but I do have an orange one. So I will give her that one the next time I see her, which may be this week sometime. I think we're going to plan something. So we'll see. I need to get back with her and see if we can do that. Okay, so she sent me the dice. And then she also sent me some yarn. She said this was some yarn that she had purchased. She was going to give, what was she going to do? She was going to make a blanket for her grandson, and she was going to use this yarn, but then she discovered that he was allergic to acrylic yarn. So she didn't use it, and so she asked me if I wanted it, you know, if I could use it, and I said sure. And so she sent me 8 skeins of camo yarn. Okay, this is Red Heart Super Saver. Let me pull one out. I can get one out without the label coming off too. Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Camouflage, yeah. And they're the smaller size skeins. So this is 5 ounce. There's 5 ounce skeins. So there's 8 of them. So that would be 40 ounces. So yeah, I haven't used camo. I don't think I've ever used camo yarn, or if I have, it's been a long time. So wouldn't that make a great lap gown, you know, for a man, you know? So if you've used camo yarn and you liked how your project turned out with that camo yarn, camouflage yarn, then comment down below in the description box. Let me know if there was a particular pattern that you used that you thought that it really went well with the way it pooled, and, you know, the way that the colors did. And also, if you paired it with a color, I'll pull one out again. So if you paired it with a color, what color? I was thinking maybe Aran, A-R-A-N, that color yarn, which is like an off-white, maybe, creamish type color, maybe, to pair it with. What do you think? So, yeah, let me know what you have made with camo yarn, if there's a particular pattern that works really well with the way it pools and all that, you know. And then also, if you paired it with other colors, let me know what you used, okay? Thank you so much, Rosa, for sending me this wonderful package of yarn, and oh, the 12-sided dice. I'm so excited that I got these. So thank you so much for thinking of me. That's very sweet. Okay, so like I said, I went to Walmart after I went to the post office, and I always go down the clearance aisle just to kind of take a gander, you know, and just to see if there's something, because sometimes they will have craft stuff that's marked down, and then sometimes they will have toys, you know, and Lego sets and different things that are marked down, that sometimes they're marked down, but they're still expensive and I don't get them. But sometimes I'll find little small sets of things that I can get, or I'm always thinking about, you know, I have so many great nieces and great nephews, you know, and so I'm always looking to see, oh, well, maybe I could grab it and hang on to it like for Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or something, you know. And so I always like to go down that aisle just to see. And so I did find a couple of items, and so I bought those. And then, of course, I bought some yarn, so I'll show you that too. So the first thing I got on the clearance aisle, because they had their Easter products, you know, like the Easter egg dyeing kits, which I've heard a lot of people dye yarn with that. I haven't gotten into dyeing yarn. I feel like I do plenty of different types of crafts. I don't need to do that too. And so, but they did have a lot of they had a lot of egg dyeing kits. And then they also had some plastic Easter eggs. And the Easter stuff was 90% off. And so I bought this package of plastic Easter eggs. It was $1.47, and I got it 90% off. I had to figure it out. It's 15 cents. So I got it for 15 cents. And what I was wanting to try out with this is I've seen patterns where you can make little things that you cover the plastic Easter eggs. You crochet the covers on them, and then where it opens is like the mouth, you know, and then like for kids, you know. And I was thinking that I want to try it out and see how I like it. I know that I saw, who was it? Sharon Oyala. She had some patterns for something where you have, you know, you cover the Easter eggs, then you open them, they have a hinge. I'm assuming these have a hinge. Yeah, I see it. You know, for kids. And I thought that would be cute for like the Garfield make-along to make some things if I can, you know, figure it out. If not, it was 15 cents. I can give it to my grandbaby, you know, or my daughter-in-law, you know, for next year for Easter egg hunt, you know, whatever. So anyway, got that. There's 12 of them there. And then they had their diamond dot kits, which is the diamond painting kits. They had them marked down, and I think they're regularly this size is regularly around $10, $9.80, what is it? $9.88 it says. But they had it marked down to $5. And I have not tried this brand of diamond painting, the diamond dots. I think they have diamond dots. I think they have them at Michael's also. But I've never used this company before. And so $5, and I love that picture. They only had a few pictures. They had this one. They had one that had a wolf on it, and they had one that was like a landscape type thing with a church. It was pretty. And they had one that was like an Art Deco type thing. And then they had one that was, I think, kind of like a floral arrangement that was kind of in the shape of a heart or something like that. But when I saw this beach one, I thought, oh, I have to get this one. And so let me see if I can hold it up real close. Let's see. The picture is small on the box as far as the whole image, but I'll try to hold it up close to the camera so you can see. See the picture right there? Ooh, my finger is really big in your face. But anyway, see, it's a beach. At that corner, like at the corner, there's a beach, and then it's got a couple of starfish. Let me see that. Yeah, there's a couple of starfish and some seashells in the edge of the water. But I thought that was pretty, and I was like, well, for $5, I will try it out. And so I did open it. I'll show you what comes in the kit. So it comes with the toolkit, just like the other kits that I've shown you in the past. But this one has the drill pen, and it's got this little spongy grip that you slide on there to hold, which I think that's very nice. And then there's the wax that you use right there. There's the little tray that you use. And then this pen also has some extra little tips, see that you can stick on the end, and it can pick up multiple beads at one time, which is great when you have large areas and it's all the same color. Yeah. And then here's the beads. start the crinkling. Looks like there's a lot of them, like a lot of colors. Okay, yeah. They're round, they're the round ones. You know how they have round ones and then they have square ones also. And so, I couldn't tell exactly. I thought they looked like they were round just by looking on the box, but they also looked like they could have been square ones too, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, they're the round ones, which to me, the round ones are easier to place because you don't have to, you know, with the square ones, you have to line them up just right so they'll sit next to each other. And these are round, so you don't have to, it's not that picky, you know. Anyway. Isn't that pretty? A lot of blues and then sand colors, see? And then I guess for the starfish. But yeah, a lot of beachy colors, which I love beach colors. Yeah, I like beach colors. I like purple too. I like, you know, me and Seta, we like purple. But I love the beach colors also. Turquoise and aqua, you know, greens and blues. But yeah, I like purples too. Okay. So that's what I got down the clearance aisle was the Easter eggs and this Diamond Dots kit. Oh, I didn't show you how big the picture is. Now the canvas that it's on is different than the other canvases that I've had before. It's kind of like almost like a cloth, not suede, felt sort of feeling sort of on the back of it, which is different. And then so here's how big it is. It's not a huge picture. It is, let's see if it's written on here somewhere. 17 1/3 inches by 13.8 inches. Okay, so it goes, I was thinking, oh, it goes like this, but no, it goes like, I guess you could do it that way. You could do it this way too, right? Because there's the beach, and then there's the shells. There's the beginning of the water, and there's the starfish there, see? You could do it this way. Or you could do it this way, yeah. Either way. But yeah, it's a nice size. It's a nice size. And it's not an overwhelming size either, so that's good. Okay, so there's all of it. I showed you all of it now. Okay, so that was the 2 items I got off the clearance, was those 2. And then, of course, I wanted to go and look at the yarn. And so I found... I wanted to see what kind of mandala cakes, Lion Brand, that they had. And they had these big ones. They're called the bonus bundle. Mandala bonus bundle. They had these. And then they had the regular size mandalas. But I've never used this size. And I thought, oh, well, and I worked up the yardage, you know, like how, because a mandala cake, I got it memorized. It's 590 yards for the 3-weight mandala cake, which is what I used for the corner to corner, join as you go blanket, the lapgan that I just finished for Crafting with Friends. And so I had mentioned when I was doing it that I really enjoyed the project, but I wanted a lighter colorway, you know, instead of one that was so dark. And so they had these, and like I said, I worked out the yardage, and one of these bonus bundle, these big ones, is the equivalent of 2 mandala cakes. So there you go. So with that blanket, I remember I used 4 cakes, although the 4th one I didn't use that much of, but I did need more than 3, okay? And so 4 cakes would be like 2 of these. And so this is the colorway I picked out. Now, Walmart didn't have that many to choose from. In fact, I think this was the only colorway in the bonus bundle. They had another colorway that was Mandala Baby, but it was like, it was super, super pastel light, you know. It was pretty, but I don't know. This one kind of caught my eye. And so, and then they had something very similar to the one I just used which was the Chimera, that one. And they had one, I didn't look at it to see the name. I don't think it was that name. I think it was a different one, but it was very similar to that. And that was about it. And then they had some Mandala Sparkle. And then they had some Mandala Ombre, which is a worsted weight, number 4 weight yarn. But anyway, this is the one I picked out. So I thought it's pretty. I don't know if you can see the colors really well, but it's like a mauve-y pink, you know, different shades of it. And then it's got the kind of tans and taupe, probably that kind of like a taupe. And then there's some kind of a off-white in there too. And then there's a kind of a yellowy tan. Anyway, I thought it was a pretty colorway. And so I got 2 of them. Yeah, so this would be the equivalent of 4 of the regular cakes. The colorway of this one is called Meowth. So it's like, you know, a cat says meow. So M-E-O-W, meow. But then think meow and then put a T-H on the end of it. Meowth? I don't know. But anyway, that's what the colorway is. And so, guess what we're going to do? So, I had a request to do a crochet along for a corner to corner join as you go, that same project. But next time I did one to do it as a crochet along. And so I thought, yes, I'll do that. Somebody also asked me to do a tutorial on it. And at first I was thinking, oh, a tutorial, I don't know, because I kind of had a hard time connecting some of them. You know, I was getting confused in my head as far as I talked about that. The last one, that last join where I started that last square, kind of stumped me for a while until I finally figured it out. But I'm willing to try it again because I did enjoy it. I'm gonna think about the measurements though, because I want to measure. I don't think I actually measured, or if I did, I don't remember the measurements of the one I just did, because that one was 14 squares, 14 by 14 squares, not 14 squares. Each square was 14 by 14, corner to corner, okay? And then I did 4 of them for 4 of them up, and 4 across, 5 up, yeah. And I want to measure that, kind of play around with it, and maybe I'll make one that is not 14 squares. Maybe we'll do smaller squares, but then I'd have to do more of them. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it a little bit and see. But I can let you know how to customize it. Anyway, let's do a crochet along, shall we? So I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. I want you to have plenty of time. If you don't have any mandala yarn or this bonus bundle, you know, or even the regular size cakes, let me grab one, okay? Okay, here's a really bright one. Oh, look how bright that is. That is Thunderbird. Yeah. But I only have like 2 of them. So that's right. That's why I had picked the other one, because you needed 4. And I wanted to use yarn I had already, you know. And the only other thing I have 4 of is Spirit, but that's really dark too. And what's the other one? I think that's it. I have Spirit. I'm looking back there. I don't remember now, but I have Spirit. I know I've got 4 of those. Anyway, I just wanted I just thought that was a pretty colorway, so I bought it. So that's what I'm going to use. But anyway, it'd be like 4 of these mandala 3 weights, which is the 590 yards, or 2 of the bonus bundles, because this is like 2 of these is this. So, yeah, I'll figure that out. As far as the size, I may just go ahead and make it the same size, you know, so because I know I'll have enough yarn for that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, and we can do it on Tuesdays, since Tuesday Talks is kind of almost petered out because I've gone through the questions, you know. So, yeah, I'll give you time to, you know, pick your yarn. Let me know what colors if you have the colors already in your stash, comment down below if you want to do it, and then what colorway. Oh, yes. And then, I don't know if we'll start it next Tuesday, or we'll wait until, probably wait, because next week is going to be, I mean, I'll be here to do my videos as far as Crafting with Friends and my regular Yarn Joy podcast video, you know, Wednesday and Thursday of next week, and Friday, finish it Friday, you know, I'll be doing that. But I may not do extra ones like on Monday and Tuesday or whatever, because I will, my grandbaby's birthday is coming up quick, you know, like the end of next week. And so the birthday party. And so we're going to be busy making things and preparing, you know, making decorations. My daughter-in-law, oh, she's so creative. Both my daughter-in-law and my son, they're so creative, and they do such cute things, decorations and things for my grandbaby. And so I let her know that I was available if she needed me help cut out stuff, or, you know, whatever she needed me to do. And so I may be, you know, busy next week as far as I'm, you know, having a bunch of extra videos, you know. But so let's say the Tuesday after that. So what is that? What dates? What is that date? Let me think. So Tuesday is May the 6th. So the one after that, which is what, the 13th-ish, something like that. Yeah. Maybe we'll start it then. We'll aim for the 13th to start this crochet along. That'll give me time too to figure out how I want to do it, you know. But anyway, yeah, get you some yarn. You don't have to use mandala. You could use 4-weight. You know, this is what I'm going to use. You could use 4-weight. I've heard some people say that they would use, where is it? You can probably see it in the camera, but it is, I can't see it. I have to move you a little bit. Okay, right? That's that one right there. I have a bunch of Red Heart Super Saver stripes. That might be a cool type of yarn to use also if you want to use 4-weight, you know. Oh, if somebody wants to do that, please share, you know. I mean, as far as send me pictures or put pictures on the Facebook group, whatever, because would be so interested to see how the color does, you pools, you know. Anyway, yeah. So and then I've got one more skein of yarn right quick. Okay, so I got one more skein of yarn. This has to do with my Finish It Friday. If you're following my Finish It Friday, you know that I'm looking because Bucket is over there. I haven't even started it yet. So I'm going to start working on that this evening. Is the animal squares, that project. And so I think the one I'm going to do next is a cat. And so I was thinking, what color I want to do the cat, because I think on the website she used white, and I did the bunny that was white, and I want, you know, kind of a different colors, you know, of animals. And so when I saw this, I thought, well, that might make a good cat, you know, like a calico. Well, sort of calico, just a multicolor cat, okay? And so this is the yarn I'm thinking about using. I thought that would be good cat colors. And then I'll have black, you know, to draw the whiskers and stuff. I didn't want to pick one that had black in it because I wanted to be able to draw the whiskers and the eyes and all that, and that would stand out. And so I'm going to use this, and I'm very interested into seeing how the pooling is going to work because it is the granny square yarn. Yeah, but I'm not going to make granny squares out of it. I'm going to use it to make that cat face, I think. Yeah. So stay tuned. I'll show it to you Friday. So that's what I bought. I bought this one, and I bought the 2 cakes, and then I got the 2 things on the clearance aisle, the Easter eggs, plastic Easter eggs, and the diamond dots. Okay, that's my purchases. Now, let's talk Maya bag right fast because, yeah, this is a long video. I'm so glad. I actually made a video that was a good length now. Okay, so Maya bag, I did the top. You know, I continued with the green on the diamond, and I added the turquoise or that color to it. Yeah. So now I know I have a dice now, a die. I have, you know, I could roll a dice, but should I? I'll have to figure it. Now, let's just do the paper for now because I'll have to figure out my setup for the dice. You know, I'll probably have to do a camera like overhead or something so you could see me rolling it, you know, or something. Anyway, let's do the papers for now, but I will be using the dice next project or when I can figure out how I'm going to film it. Okay, so let's pick the next color. The next color is just going to be one color. If I can get the lid off. Ugh. Okay. So it's only going to be one color. Let me show you the chart. So I just finished this diamond section. So see that red right there, that one? That's what I'm drawing for. It's just a solid single crochet all the way around. So let's see what that color is going to be. Scramble them up. Make sure I just get one piece of paper. Yep. So what number? Oh, number 4. So let's find number 4. I got to move this stuff out of the way so I can get to my yarn. That's 8. 3. 9. 2. Where's number 4? 10. There's number 6. Oh, no, that's 7. What's that? Number 1. Number 12. Number 5. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's this one. No, 11. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Ooh, it's going to be so pretty. Okay, so this one is going to go right on top of, it's like this, that stripe right there, that lime green. That's what it's going to be. Sorry, my watch. I forgot to silence it. Okay, so that is going to go next. One stripe around, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm sure I'll get that done because it's only one thing around. And then tomorrow when I come back for VEDA Day 30, oh, it's into VEDA, but it's Crafting with Friends tomorrow. I will draw another one because I've got on the chart, I've got right here, I've got 3 single rows, you know, where I'm just doing a single crochet, three rounds. Yeah. And before I start a patterning section again. So yeah, I'll draw another one tomorrow. We'll do the second one. Yeah. Okay. So that is, let's see, what else was I supposed to talk about? Oh, today I am totaling up the vote for the project for the Crafting with Friends. I will tell you tomorrow who won, but it's a landslide. So yeah, I'm gonna wait, you know, give it a, you know, until tonight or something, you know, a little bit later before I close the vote. But yeah, it's gonna be a landslide. I'm not gonna tell you, but if you saw the comments, you can probably tell. But tomorrow I'll come on for Crafting with Friends, and I will give you the winner for that. And maybe this evening I will pick out some colors, and so then I can show you the colors I'm going to use for that project. And I've got some exciting news to tell you, but I don't want to tell you till tomorrow, because tomorrow is Crafting with Friends, and that's usually the one I traditionally talk about, which for VEDA I've been telling you all about what's going on every day. But usually Crafting with Friends is the day that we kind of just chat and talk about other things that's going on, you know, with me, what I did on the weekend, and, you know, that sort of stuff. Well, I got some exciting news to tell you tomorrow. So come back tomorrow and you'll find out. And you'll find out what the next project is going to be. I know there's people that said they wanted to join me on both of these projects. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Okay, now that's it, I guess. I'm gonna go. Stuffed peppers, I think, tonight for dinner, if you're wondering. I did buy a couple of bell peppers, so I think that's probably going to be stuffed peppers because they're pretty fast and easy. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye.